Hey guys, Pastor Terry here. Just coming to you with your encouraging chat for Monday. I hope you guys are having a good time. You guys have been out of school for a week now. Hope you're not going too stir crazy. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of encouragement. We're going to be in the book of Ruth for the next 2 weeks, and going to see some of God's incredible things. Our theme for the next 2 weeks is God redeems, and we're going to see how God can redeem all of our lives, not just redeem us spiritually for life eternal, but redeem the little things, redeem your time, redeem your circumstances. So I want to just read to you a little bit of the story and tell you a little bit about what's going on, and then give you some encouraging thoughts and move on from there. So this is out of the Message version. So it says, "Once upon a time, it was back in the days when judges led Israel. There was a famine in the land. A man from Bethlehem in Judah left to live in the country of Moab. He and his wife and his 2 sons. The man's name was Elimelech. His wife's name was Naomi, and his sons were Mahlon and Chilion. The Epaphrodites from Bethlehem in Judea, they all went to the country of Moab and settled there. Elimelech died, and Naomi was left, she and her 2 sons. The sons took Moabite wives. The first one, Ophrah, and the second was Ruth. They lived there in Moab for the next 10 years. But then the 2 brothers died, Mahlon and Chilion. Now the woman was left without either of her young men or her husband. One day she got to herself together, she and her 2 daughters-in-law, to leave the country of Moab and set out for home. She had heard that God had been pleased to visit his people and give them food. And so she started out from that place she had been living, she and her 2 daughters-in-law, and they were on the road back to the land of Judah." Man, that's tough. Things weren't the best for Naomi. She set out with a husband and 2 sons, and her husband died. Then her sons married 2 women, really who they weren't supposed to marry, but that's beside the point. We'll get to that later. And then they died. So things aren't the best. Things were a little crazy. Things were a little chaotic. There was a famine, so she couldn't even go back to her house. And maybe she felt like she lost a lot of things. And I see in this story, there's a lot of kind of comparing and contrasting. You have Israel, which was God's promise, but yet it was in famine. You had Moab that had plenty, but yet they didn't follow God. You had Elimelech and Naomi, who thought they had it all, and then ended up not having anything. Then you had the 2 brothers who died. So there's a lot of things going on, but I want to encourage you this way. If you look back at Matthew Matthew chapter 1, you look back at the line of Jesus that came through Jesse and David, do you realize that Ruth is in that line? And even that, Boaz, as you're going to learn later on this week, Boaz was the son of Rahab. Now, you may not know who Rahab is, but you probably remember the story of Joshua and the spies. Rahab was the one who hid the spies and was saved when Jericho fell. Boaz is her son, and Boaz is in this story, who then comes to Ruth's side, and through Naomi and through Ruth and down the line through Gentile moms, God redeemed them, and the blessing was Jesus. And so you never know what God is going to use to bless you or to bless others, as we'll see later on next week. So I encourage you with this. Will you really pray? And will you see what in your life, what in your circumstances right now? You guys aren't in school. Maybe you're doing your homeschooling. Maybe, whatever it is you're doing. How can God redeem the time that you have? You have extra time on your hands. How can God redeem your circumstances? Maybe have someone over, or get online chatting, or just call them on the phone if you don't have online chatting. Will you allow God to redeem the time? Will you allow him to redeem you? That's the challenge. So, hey, the other thing is this week, as you're watching these videos, if you are on social media, you can click like and share, and then put your name, put your comment on there, and you're going to be entered in for a drawing that will be taking place on Saturday evening. The winner will be announced Sunday night. But I'll be sending you a prize straight to your house. So if you're seeing this video on social media, Facebook or Instagram, like and share. You got to share it so we know. Make a comment. If you're on our webpage, there's going to be a contact form you can fill out, and that'll enter you in. Every time you watch a video and fill this out, you get entered. So you'll have 3 chances this week to enter into the contest and get the prize at the end of the week. So look forward to hearing from you. Would love to hear how things are going. Hopefully you guys are having some great conversations with your parents as well. All right, guys. Hey, until next time, we'll see you later.